Hello guys, today we will see how to work with a VMware workstation. So it's also called as virtual machine workstation. So it is nothing to do with our SAP application, but for demo purpose, when we install IDA system on our PC, we might be using VMware workstation. So why we have to use this VM workstation? So as it says, it is a virtual machine we will install in our system. So we get we open SAP through this VMware workstation so that we can keep our main OS intact. That means so this is main OS what I'm logged into now. This is my VMware icon here. Yeah. So I have installed SAP in this machine, that is virtual machine. That means I have my main PC here, and I also have a virtual machine where I have installed my SAP server and SAP application here. So in order to open this, let's say you need to work with SAP application on your PC. And in this PC, I have installed SAP through VMware Workstation. So there are other techniques to use or install SAP application directly on the main PC, but it is the safest mode to install so that you get or um, you know it will be safer so that it cannot be corrupted for your frequent updates by the frequent updates of software applications when you have connected to internet. So I suggest you all to go with this VMware SAP installation. So let's check how to open if you have installed SAP using VMware Workstation. So you need to open this, either double click or you can open like this, right click and open. So when you double click on VMware icon on your main desktop, you get a screen like this. So this is the window, VMware window. So this is the actual VMware. So you see here, if you can expand this, you can see Windows Server 2003 Standard Edition. This is the operating system where I have installed my SAP application. So just click on this. It is already selected because there is only one server here. So just after selecting this server, you can click on power on this virtual machine. Double click on that. So you will get a screen which shows VMware processing like this, and your Windows Server 2003 will appear soon after you click the open this virtual machine option here. So let's wait until it gets open. So it is still in process. So you have a pop-up here which says please wait. So wait until it gives something. It ends processing here. Yes, now it is processed. So it will throw you a pop-up here. So you just click on this here. So not anywhere in the screen, but on the pop-up. Click on this. It says press Ctrl Alt Delete to begin. So it means you are going to open Windows Server 2003 now. Okay, just click on Ctrl Alt Delete, Ctrl Alt Delete. So it shows a screen like this now. Okay, now cancel it. Do not choose any of the options above, just cancel it. So now you will get an option to enter password. So username is by default administrator. Do not change this by mistake also. So you just enter only password here. That is yeah 123 all small letters. So everywhere it is common. I mean in any PC it is common. So this setup of VMware or server or SAP application is I mean it will be similar for all the PCs. When you give a PC or system to install SAP, this is how they do. So no need to worry of the password. So password is India123. It is common for all applications or all PCs. So a simple I mean trick here, wherever you see a password in the process of opening SAP application, enter India123. Okay. So just after entering password, click on OK. So you will get a pop-up like this. This is not required, just cancel it. If you get again, cancel it again. Okay. So this is how you open another system. If you place your cursor here, see, somewhere here, you will get a, okay, okay, just, yeah. If you minimize this is your main windows. And if you click on VMware icon and this server window, you get this another subsystem here, that is your virtual machine. So you are still working on main windows. To see this as a complete PC, like your new computer, so Control Alt Enter, it broadens, it maximizes your virtual machine. So if you click Control Alt Enter again, it minimizes. So it will be inconvenient to work here in this small window, this small window. So to make it, I mean, big, or to maximize the size of this virtual machine, click on Control Alt Enter. Press Control Alt Enter. So this is where you usually work. I mean, most of the times. In order to open your SAP, you have to reach to this virtual machine. So this is how you reach virtual machine. Okay. Now, so before, this is the SAP logon pad, which you have to click on open SAP. But before going here, clicking on SAP logon pad, you have to do one more thing, that is switching on server. So in real-time cases, your server will be working 24/7. But here, so since this is your own setup, you don't need any internet connection here. So you have to switch on your server. Okay, just this is the server setting. So SAP Management Console. Click on this, open this Management Console. This is how your server looks here. This is your server DMO. Okay, click on that, right click and start. This is how you start your SAP server after entering into virtual machine. So now here there is a pop-up which shows user and password. User ID is already defaulted here. Now you have to enter a password. Here also same password. Yeah. So let it process. Do not skip it. Yes. So after processing, the pop-up which displayed just couple of seconds back is disappeared. Now, so if you keep this for 2 or 3 minutes, I mean, it takes maximum 3 minutes to open. So your these server icons. See now, so half of the icons are okay. green and yellow, right? So now it again went to gray mode. That means it is not working. Let's expand this selection. See, DMO. Let me expand it again. Just refresh once. Okay, it works again. Don't worry. Yeah. So expand this DMO here. Let's say this is your server you have selected initially. Now expand this, and you don't have to worry about these two server, SAP server 0, but expand SAP server 1. So here you will get again navigation further. Click on this ABAPWP table, ABAP WP table. So do not click on this plus, just click on ABAP. So here, once you click here, you get a table kind of thing here, which shows your all instances. Okay, just keep refreshing it. So when you get all these boxes green in color, then you can see a table here. So let's wait for that moment. So you don't have to refresh every time. So maybe you can click on refresh once in 30 seconds until all the servers are turned into green color. Let's wait for some more time. So the performance of this refresh or opening server or starting server depends on your ROM size. Okay, when you have 4 GB, it will be little slow. If you have 6 or 8 GB or more than that, it will be quicker than this. This example. So let's try keep waiting for this. It opens. It is still not displaying. Okay, let me restart the instance again. So I'm clicking on start again. Only once is enough, but I'm going for another start. Let's see if it works. So you will get into a moment where, yes, like this. System will display a table like this with at least 9 instances here, 0 to 8. So if you wait for some more time, then you have to see the status run from run to wait here. So once all the status of all the instances is turned into wait, then your server is fully started. Now click on refresh. So it is run here still. So wait for again more 30 or 40 seconds. Then click on refresh. This status should be wait for all the instances. Then only you can go and log into SAP system. Okay. So see, few of the instances are turned into wait status. Few more. 4 more instances are pending. Two more. So we should wait, and we should wait until all the status, all the instance status is turned into wait. Let's say, okay, now it is okay. Now you can open. See, all instances status is wait now. So you can click on SAP logon pad. This is called logon pad. Now after that, you will get a pop-up like this. This is the window where you can start using SAP. So you have only one server here. In real examples, in real time cases, you will have many servers here. Okay, so for now we have only one server. So just enter, select it and press enter. So this is how your SAP logon screen looks like. So your user ID for this is SAP user. So most of the times it will be the SAP user unless you don't have your personal user ID. So when you install your demo system in your PC, you can use always SAP user, and password is also say it is India123. Okay. Just click on this. But when you get access through online from other vendors, so online access, this user might be different. So beware of um, those examples cases. Maybe if you use this ID in online accesses, you will end up in blocking this ID if that is configured. Okay, but you will have your dedicated user ID when you get access through online. Okay, so this is how your SAP screen welcomes you. SAP Easy Access. Okay, now let's say, so how to close this server? I'll just close SAP screen. Yes, I logged out of SAP. Close it. So let's say if you are frequently logging into system and if you're frequently practicing SAP, then you can minimize this here. Okay, and you can keep it in sleep mode. Power sleep mode. Then you can give rest to your system, and maybe after 3 hours or 4 hours or after a day you can come back and log in again. So that time you don't have to log in into VMware again. You can simply open like this. So even your SAP management console or SAP server would be still working. So just refresh it once or twice. Then it take very less time if you don't shut down your VMware. Okay, this is the good practice to open your VMware if you're what I can say, if you're frequently practicing it. Okay, if not, let's say you are going out for a vacation or you don't have time to open it for weeks together, then you have to shut it down. How to shut down server? Just right click on this, click on stop button like this. So it says really stop all DMO instances. Yes, you can click on yes. So after clicking it, after processing, after a while, you will get all these icons or instances turned into gray in color. So that is an indication that these servers are fully stopped. Keep refreshing, one by one they'll turn into gray. See, gray. And even if you click on this WP table, the status will also changes to stop or stop, I guess, slowly down, server down, maybe stop not. It is down, status is down. So do not leave it in yellow status. Wait until it turns into gray. All the instances turn into gray color. Yes. Now your server is fully down. Close this now. Yes or no, your choice. I go for yes option. Now you have to shut down the system completely. Now this means you are shutting down your VMware application or virtual machine. So first, to shut down your virtual machine, first you have to close your server. That means you have started your SAP server. Now you have to shut it down completely to shut down your virtual machine. What happens if I shut down without closing or shutting down my SAP server? Sometimes it won't happen, but sometimes you may get some errors which you cannot clear. If an experienced guy is using this, he can manage to, clear those or overcome those errors. But since if you are a new one or I mean, started working newly, then better to practice this shutting down options clearly. Yeah. So I have shut down my SAP server completely. So I can go for shutting down my VMware as well. So this is the best practice. Click on OK here. This is the best practice to shut your VMware application. So after a while, you will see a window which you see, which you see at the time of your VMware application opening. So now you can close this like this. Just close it like this. Okay. Yes, there are other errors, issues with VMware. When you open VMware application, VMware icon, sometimes you might not be seeing this pane. See this pane. This window. It will be like this. But do not worry. Just go like this and click on this. Sometimes now I have completely shut down my VMware. So that is since that is showing power on this virtual machine. So if you don't completely shut down or you just go out after setting this into sleep status or something like I have said in um, previously. So it will say resume this virtual machine or restart this virtual machine something. So it can be resume this virtual machine. Now my virtual machine is completely powered up, right? So that is the reason it is saying power on this virtual machine. Okay. So this much you should be knowing to work on this virtual machine and SAP server when you install your SAP through VMware. Okay. So there are a couple of errors you frequently receive in, um, I mean, while you are working with virtual SAP, working with SAP when you are installed through virtual machine. Sometimes when you shut it down without closing the server or without properly, let's say you have not properly closed this application or server. So in those cases, your SAP instance, main SAP instance, so where you have dumped all this application. Let's say I have copied it into my C drive. Open it. So here you can see this VIJAIECC, right? This would have been replaced. This would have come out of this folder ECC, and you would be seeing that instance here. So just replace, drag it to ECC folder, then it works fine. Okay. So I have these two application additionally installed here. I don't want them. So you won't be having those folders there. Do not get confused. Okay. So this is how you can start SAP using virtual machine.